Hi everybody out there, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. So a couple of weeks ago, my husband and I celebrated being in our house for 2 years, which is very exciting. And I wanted to share with you some of the things that we do to keep our home tidy as much as we can, that helps it to feel more calm and more peaceful. Just some of the little things that we do regularly. Obviously, sometimes things get a little messy. We also have an 8-month-old, so that is a factor as well. But it is totally doable to, minimize mess and clutter and to still have a space relatively tidy for the most part. Here are all of the things that we do on a regular basis to maintain a tidy, more peaceful home. Having proper storage and places for items that you own is key. The items that we have for the most part, like around the house, have a proper home. There are things, of course, that lay around and haven't been put away or don't really have a proper spot, but for the most part, this makes a big difference. That the things, whether it be where our keys go or where I store my camera equipment or where we put our mail or Sadie's toys, have a proper little home. Clutter can really accumulate when you don't have a proper spot to put things, because then they just end up in piles everywhere. For my daughter's toys, I have a cabinet here that we use the storage portion on the bottom for storing some of her things, but we also have various baskets around the house for putting some of her books or little other toys that we can just more easily, it's more portable. Something that my husband and I do at the end of every day is a kitchen and living area cleanup. Certainly after dinner, we do the dishes, might put the dishwasher on, wipe down the counters, the surfaces, the kitchen table, that kind of thing. But then before bed, we will also do a tidy up of our living space, like put the pillows back a little nicer on the couch, tidy up any toys that may be lying around. What else? Just fold up any blankets and just make it so that the main floor is in more of an orderly state for when we come down in the morning. Another thing that I will add, because I am home all day, I'm home with my daughter, but I also do work from home as well and have for several years, is I like to do little tidies throughout the day. So I know not everybody is necessarily even at home through the day, but if you are, this is something that I do like to do, is just, if there's little messes that accumulate through the day, I just try to keep them a little bit in control, whether it's through the day, the kitchen often gets quite messy with dishes and that, or even do little tidy ups of the toys when Sadie goes down for a nap, that kind of thing, that just helps me feel like it's not totally out of control. Putting things away when I'm done using them. Now, I honestly could be better at this. My husband will often be like, Megan, this has been on the table for 4 days, put it away kind of thing. We were doing a couple of painting projects around the house last weekend, and that often means there's a variety of supplies, little paint cans, we had paintbrushes and such, and sometimes these things can kind of linger or other such things, and but when we actually just take a moment to put them back in the basement or whatever it is that you were using that you can just put away, not letting them hang around for too long. And the thing too is it often doesn't take long. It's usually such a simple thing to put something away that is sitting out. Keeping items on surfaces to a minimum also helps a space feel a little tidier. Things like countertops, desks, shelves, cabinets, side tables, or nightstands, just not overloading them with tons and tons of things, I find can make a difference in a space as well. And along with that though, something I do quite like are just really simple centerpieces. I love the look of something very simple in the middle of a table, or like our coffee table. For me, I'm big into houseplants. Other simple ideas are things like a vase of fresh flowers or a bowl of fruit, or even just a candle. Making the bed, this is something I do daily, and it really brings instant order to a room, to your bedroom. It's such a simple thing to do, doesn't take long, but just instantly makes your room feel put together and just nice to enter and get into at the end of the day as well. And along with that, my next point here is washing the bed sheets. There is nothing better than washing the bed sheets. It is just the best feeling ever. I put into the calendar on my phone a reminder bi-weekly to tell me to wash the sheets and the linens every 2 weeks, and that is actually pretty helpful. Sundays are our cleaning days, and we actually really love our cleaning days on Sundays. It's just a day, it's a lazy weekend day where me and my husband do like a decently thorough cleaning job. Now it depends, you know, it'll vary weekend to weekend exactly what we're cleaning. Like maybe one weekend we're mopping the floors, maybe another weekend we are wiping down windows. You know, we're not necessarily doing an entire massive deep clean every single Sunday, but for sure Sundays do tend to be like our cleaning days, and that feels so good. In fact, just this past weekend we did like a pretty good deep clean, and at the start of the week it just feels so great. The floors are clean. Things feel so much tidier, whether it's, you know, cleaning the tub or the toilets, whatever it may be. We kind of cycle through which one needs to be done week to week, but we do a big clean weekly. And vacuuming though, for sure is, I actually quite enjoy vacuuming. Let me know in the comments below if you don't mind vacuuming. Like, does anyone else kind of enjoy it? There's something very satisfying about like sucking things up. Right? Also, let me know if any of you guys have a robot vacuum or like a Roomba. I kind of feel like that's kind of cool, and like maybe like I just imagine running it at the very end of the day when you can just like let it do its thing on the main floor while you go up to bed, and then when you come downstairs everything's vacuumed like every single day. Like that seems, I'm kind of thinking about it. Let me know if you guys use a robot vacuum. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? I don't know. Let me know. Something that I like to do is a routine clear out of different areas around my house, whether that be the pantry, your basement, a closet, baby items, things that you're not using, etc. Just various nooks and crannies of your house, going through them routinely. This could be every couple of months or whatever works for you, and just getting rid of the things, clearing out the things that you're not using anymore, that you don't need. And you know, this just helps you to prevent accumulating too much clutter, too much junk that you're not using. We really try not to bring all kinds of things into our house in the way of too many knickknacks and other sorts of things. It's a lot less to have to tidy up when there isn't so much hanging around in the first place. If you haven't before done this, I really recommend getting yourself a little donate bag or bin. This is something that I've done for many years, is just having a little, even like a box in your closet. I have one in my daughter's closet of just for if anything that she grows out of, I can kind of toss it into there, and that's like my little donate box. It just gives it a little spot that you can contain so that you know, like, these are the things that I'm no longer using. You could do this in your own closet as well, or other areas of your house if you want to. It's just like your little donate spot. So anything that you come across while you are cleaning or tidying up or just going about your day, whatever, and you realize it's something that you don't need anymore, you can plop it into your little donate box. And that is actually very, very handy, because then if you're ready to make a trip to your local thrift store, or maybe if there's anything you want to sell on like Facebook Marketplace, you kind of have your little assortment of those things, and they're already like in one spot, ready to kind of go. Something that I like to do to help to keep things tidier throughout the day is cleaning as I cook. Like when I am done with the olive oil, I put it away as I go, or when I'm done with certain spices, put them away as I go, or other kinds of ingredients. Just helps to keep the efficiency up. Also makes the cooking experience a little bit more pleasant, because there's more counter space and you can cut things easier and mix things easier when there isn't, like, you know, every square inch of your counter being used up with an ingredient that can go back away in the pantry or in the fridge. I'm a big fan of having a pot of flowers at our front door, not all year round of course, but in the fall I love having some chrysanthemums, and in the spring and summer I do like to have some flowers as well by the front door. I think it just makes the front entrance just more pleasant feeling, and kind of along with that too is sort of keeping our garden space around the front of our house kind of nice and tidy. I actually love gardening, which I discovered once we moved here. I'm such a big fan of gardening. I just really enjoy it. It's my happy place. I like going out there and, you know, weeding and whatnot. We have actually quite a lot of gardens around the perimeter of our house. That is it for today's video. The way that your environment feels when you enter your home, when you are spending time in your home, can definitely have an effect on how you feel mentally. I know that if things are super messy, like it just makes me feel so frazzled and like stressed out. So I do find keeping things tidy as much as we can is super helpful. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything that you do like daily or on a regular basis that helps your home to feel more kind of just tidy, well kept, maintained. I would love to hear from you, and I will see you all in the next one.